Hey everyone, Reaper here again with another video. This time it is another part in my series of hot books and other books to be on the lookout for. I have a few books here, not a whole lot. So let's get started. One book that, I think a lot of people know about. It's nothing that's really big news, but just something to file away if you're at a local con, or any con for that matter, and you see this in a long box for a good price, it might be worth picking up. Excuse me. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. Now, why is this book significant? Why would this book be something worth looking into? Well, it is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombies. And with the new What If TV series, that show could go down so many different roads, and I think it will. But one of the roads it may go down for at least one episode, you never know, could be something related to the Ultimate Universe or something that's related to the Marvel Zombies. They make their debut right in this book. So keep your eyes peeled for it. Another book that I think you might have interest in, I know people have chased it for a little while, but here we have Vengeance number 1. This is the first appearance of America Chavez. All of these characters like America Chavez and Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, and others are Miles Morales, of course. They're all coming into prominence. Spider-Gwen, right? And just keep naming them. They're coming into some sort of prominence with possibilities that they might appear on TV shows or cartoons, something that is bringing more attention to them. And America Chavez is certainly one of them. So it's definitely something to look out for. Now, I don't know if you're going to find this in the dollar box. It's a really cool cover. I love the way Magneto is drawn here. This is the way Magneto, for me, is supposed to look. Not overly muscular, just this, regular build type of guy. And I think this cover captures my image of Magneto perfectly. Again, no announcement, nothing like that. So this book, I wouldn't necessarily say is a hot book, but it's one that you might want to keep your eyes peeled for. The Sentry, number 1. The Sentry the character has Superman-like abilities. Okay? So he is definitely a powerful character within the Marvel Universe. Definitely someone that would have some sort of attention on him. And with that being said, who knows? Again, with the avenue of TV, the Disney Channel, the Disney, Disney streaming, all the different roads that they could go down and all these different series, you never know. The Sentry might pop up. It's worth looking into. Now, this book came out some time ago, I believe in 2000. So it's almost 20 years old. And I don't think you could find it in dollar bins. I mean, if you find it in a dollar bin, good for you. But typically, you're not going to find it in a dollar bin or a $5 bin. I think it could go north of 50 bucks. But if you could get a nice looking copy for a good price, it's worth filing away in your collection. Now, this one right here has been picking up steam over the last couple of days. I've seen a lot of people post about it. I think there was some sort of announcement that this character will appear in some type of media. I forget off the top of my head. Maybe you could remind me in the comments section. But Amazing Spider-Man 210, the first appearance of Madam Web. I first found out about this character back when I first started collecting. I didn't really know too much about Madam Web. I didn't start to learn more about Madam Web until that video game that came out over a decade ago, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, and that's where you encounter Madam Web. Back then, when I went to try to get the book, it wasn't that much. I think it was, a high grade copy. Now when I say high grade, I don't mean 9.8 or 9.6, but something that's north of 8.5 was probably going to cost you around 15, 20 bucks. Now this book has been selling for $50, depending on the grade, of course, around there, maybe a little higher. It seems to be picking up steam over these last couple of days. Well, the last couple of days being the end of September 2019. Where this will go, where it will end up, who knows? But it's something that you could probably still find in maybe a $10 bin, or something that's not necessarily a wall book just yet, if you're pretty quick to pick one up. So pay attention. It's Amazing Spider-Man 210. Last three. Again, no announcement with this one or anything like that. It's just another book that, hey, is worth picking up. And it's not that cheap either, so it's up to you how quick you want to pick it up. Marvel Spotlight #2. First appearance of Werewolf by Night. Why do I put this up here? Well, because there's an interest now in a lot of these, I don't want to say secondary characters, I certainly wouldn't say primary characters, but these characters in the Bronze Age, like She-Hulk, like Werewolf by Night, like Ghost Rider, that are starting to come into prominence. With this new Disney streaming service and TV shows. Who knows what new TV shows will be announced, and who knows who's going to show up where. And, if they're going with Moon Knight, as they already announced, you never know. Moon Knight is connected with Werewolf by Night in his first appearance, so you might see an appearance by Werewolf by Night somewhere down the line. Now, this book, I have an 8.0 copy. It'll probably run you about 150 bucks. If it gets hot, probably more than that. So just if it's something that you would like to add to your collection, you might want to pick it up now. Here's another one. Now, I don't know if this character was confirmed or not for Shang-Chi, but it's something to take notice to. The Mandarin. Tales of Suspense #50. I don't know. Maybe he was announced. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know off the top of my head. But is it hot? No. I don't think it's hot, the book. But I think it's another one of those books that, you should really pay attention to. Because I still think you could get a nice, decent, mid-grade copy for, I don't know exactly how much, but I don't think it's going to cost you a whole lot. So it might be worth getting if you can get it cheap. And if you decide to flip it down the line, that's up to you. But I would definitely pay attention to it more. I know the Mandarin was in Iron Man 3, which was, I think, a complete bust of that character. But he might have a second chance to be done right. And the last book for this one, I wish I had the follow-up issue, but I don't. But that follow-up issue, just as this one, is hot. Avengers 47, the first appearance of Dane Whitman. He becomes the Black Knight in #48. This one, I remember earlier in the year, you could get a nice 7.0, which is, I think, around what I have. I have a 7.0 copy, maybe a 6.5. But anyway, you could find a copy like this for like, 30 bucks back early in the year. Now it's north of $100, and the 48's even more expensive. Well, it's because, why? He was announced that he's going to be in Eternals, right? Black Knight is going to be in Eternals. I think, what's that actor's name that's going to be portraying him? I think he's in Game of Thrones, the Jon Snow character. I think that's who's going to be playing him. I don't know. You could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But another hot book. And like I said, #48 is even hotter. So I know a lot of people are trying to pick these books up. If you could get them at a good price, go right ahead. Well, that's it for this part 3. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll keep making these videos as hot books come up. Sometimes I'm a little late with the news, but that's okay. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone.